in restoring and generating our own power, energy, tis an interesting thing. Each of us, you might say, is a generator of free energy, because that is our nature. We are life. And when we're living backwards, that's what we call evil, because we are basically devouring ourselves. We are consuming ourselves, living off of ourselves in our emotional bodies, our mental bodies, our physical bodies. And that when what we want to do in regaining and reactivating and taking our power back and that sort of thing is the greatest work that there is to do. And we do that by perceiving how we're being depowered, and how that, where is that coming to us, and why is it that everything in media and everything is all geared towards believing certain things, and you're tested on this, and you need to know this. You start to look at all of this, and that how do you really come to know who you are and such, to realize that you are already unified with the divine, however we would call our source, our partner, and therefore we're already unified. And that even us collectively, we don't add up to the totality of the divine, because it's what is this? What let me say? It's so magnificent, so beautiful, so in every way for all. And to really know the absolute truth about that, and to be that, and to start operating from the mode of goodness, where our intention is always in the sense of operating for the welfare of all in every single activity that we have. And what happens is people tend to justify what they're doing because they make money from it. They tend to justify it because it's a good investment. They justify what we're doing because of this or that. Even though, going away from this violent kind of consciousness of the killing of all and the abuse of all, and what we call the evil of all, because we're living from the lives and energy of others rather than from our own, which we're self-generating. So when we identify with the physical body as who we are, then it becomes, people get hungry, that they lust for and want to take from others, including their bodies, or of the animals, or the blood, and of the blood of the drinking of humans. All of these kinds of things are coming from this, that all the survival of this physical body and is everything, no matter what it costs for anyone else or anything. This is such an opposite of living, of being who we are. And what that creates is what you call then the evil. And then the evil, then people then going through and experiencing in this kind of a torture. And what we want to do, and we regain and take ourselves back, is that we disassociate ourselves from a living in opposition to the well-being of any and every living entity, because they all deserve to be able to express and be all that they are, in harmony and in balance with all. And this is our true divine nature. Now, when we know this is true, and when we start acknowledging this, we give up that fight and that battle that we're doing within our own selves, within our own mind, because between the good and the evil in this reality, and we go to the transcendence of the absolute goodness. And you operate from that by doing the goodness in this reality. That means that harmonizing in balance, working, always endeavoring for the greatest welfare of all, being in nature, operating now as you would be in the spiritual domain. And because you are a person, you're not some part of a blob that one time will just disappear into the up and is gone. No, you are an eternal being. You are eternity itself, and you are consciousness, and this is who you are. This is your nature, and your nature is bliss. Your nature is all godlike, in every way capable. So as we take that back, you take that and own it back, and then in each and every moment you have the opportunity. Who are you serving, the divine or the mind? Are you serving, what we call it, mammon, the material, or the divine? And when you're serving the divine, you're in harmony then with all, on all levels of being. This is what the work we must each be doing on ourselves now in this moment. And we can right where we are. So I invite you to share these videos with others and to use them to work with yourself in any way, shape, or way possible, dear one.